Alright guys, welcome back to the second day of working on the Z. We have the brake pads in, so I'm going to install those real quick. We have XP10s, these red ones. And we got XP8s, the silver ones. And it's interesting that these don't have a relief in the center like the old stop text did, like that. So we'll see if I notice any weird things happen with that. I doubt I will because, well, Carbotechs are really great pads. But so we're going to add those back to the car, get the wheels back on, and bed in the brakes, and I'll update you guys on how they feel. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the Z back on the ground. It's warming up so I can go yeet it to bed in the brakes. So let that warm up for a little bit, and then yeah, I'll take you on a ride with Kevin to go bed in these brakes and see how well they do. Make sure I don't have any air in the lines. There's a possibility I did that because I let the reservoir get too low when I was flushing the system. It feels fine at the moment, but we'll see what it does. Alright guys, we're back from bedding in the brakes. I think it was a successful test. We took us about 10 or so minutes to get them to fade, which based on the directions, they said about, let's see, 1 to 2 laps to get them warmed up, and then another 2 to 4 laps, depending on the track, it says, to get them to fade. So we got it to fade in about 10 minutes of highway driving and stopping, going like from 80 to 5 or 10, back and forth until we got to fade. Based on the coloring, we got every rotor looks sort of like this. It's got nice, you can see the pad material is embedded in the rotor, and you can see that they got pretty hot. The wheels, however, did not get a lot of heat transferred into them, which was cool. Most of the heat seemed to stay in the in the pad and a little then into the caliper. But when I first got here and touched the wheels to see how hot they were pretty, I could hold my hand on them. So I'm pretty happy with that. These definitely took a lot longer to bed in than like the stop techs. I mean, they're 600 degrees higher heat capacity, and you can definitely feel it. There's one time where, like, after the first couple bed ins, hit the brake pedal very lightly and it sent us through the windshield. So that was that first little bit of taste of what these pads are going to be like, and I'm really excited to see how they do. But yeah, so the Z is now ready for any track days or the Dragon. After I'm getting an alignment done on it tomorrow, and it'll be good to go because the steering wheel's a little off right now. But I do have a little bit of bad news after looking at the weather today, and there's a hurricane that I didn't know about. It is Hurricane Delta. It is a Category 4 right now over in the Gulf, and it's going to be raining at the Dragon all weekend, so I'm going to cancel or move my reservation to sometime other than next year so I don't lose that deposit I put down on the cabin. But sad to say that I think the Dragon trips are done for this year. I really wanted to go test out the car again with the good brakes, but that'll have to wait till next year. Kind of sad about that, but there is a track day, like I said in the last video, at the end of this month, October, that depending on which car gets finished, the Porsche, the M3, or now, well, the Z's ready, that'll determine what I take to the track. But yeah, then we'll have some track footage that I posted a couple videos of some incidents on track, but now we'll probably get some lap videos in. That'll be kind of cool. So yeah, so that'll be it for this video, this little quick part 2 update. Next time we'll probably be putting, I'll be working on the M3 next, probably potentially this weekend, putting new arms and welding some subframe reinforcements in, and we'll get that finished up. And then at some point I gotta take the Porsche over to one of my friend's friends who has agreed to wrap it with his. He's a professional. That's his business. He does wrapping and car detailing. So stay tuned for that. And you guys get to see the crazy wrap that we had planned for it. I'm really excited to finally get my Porsche back. And so I can actually drive the damn thing after the deer hit. But it is what it is. I think it'll end out better than it was when I bought it because the paint was kind of sad when I first bought it. So this might work out in the end. Fred is showing his face. He apparently didn't like the Porsche. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching and tune in next time. Thanks.